How do internet, and welcome back for another episode of GeoSketchr. As you can see by the screen, we're going a little bit different this time. We're going digital. I'm going to roll the dice down here, and then I'm going to show it to you. We have rolled 3 minutes per round. That's what we're going to give ourselves, and we're going to be exploring the world map. There'll be a link down in the comments below if you want to play along and see if you can beat my score. Grab the link now. Grab some art supplies if you want to draw along the way. And let's get going. We're not going to move anywhere in the world. 3 minutes. I'll invite. That link will be down below. And let's begin. So I thought we'd jump in and try something a bit different. Going digital. See how quickly we can create a little digital sketch of what we can see. Right, so where in the world are we? Can't quite make out that sign. This is going to be an interesting guess. I don't really have that many clues to go off, but that is the fun of the world map. You get dropped anywhere in the world. I think from looking at this, we're in kilometers. And Nawok Zens and classy, so lots of Z's in there. I can't make anything else out. It's a Persian rug being advertised. Does that give us a clue that perhaps we're out that way? Out towards Persia. Turkey, maybe on the sort of Greek or Turkish area of the world. We're going to need to find something to make a drawing of. Let's quickly go for a little picture of this pole here. Since we're working digitally, it's going to be interesting to see what we end up with at the other side. Much more confident myself drawing by more traditional means, but I have been trying to develop my digital drawing abilities recently in order to improve, because if we're not here to improve, why do we do these things? Apart from it being fun, well, that's not very straight. And this is the bit I always struggle with, is the hand-eye coordination between a digital tablet and what you see out in front of you on the screen. Sometimes, from working slowly, it can line up quite nicely, but oh, we've not got long left. Right, we really need to work fast on these. Okay, this is going to lead to some interesting drawings then. So we've got that, and then we've got stanchion coming across, and wire to the top. Wire out of this, wire out of this. And some wires coming in somewhere down here and somewhere out here. I think that's going to be pretty much the quality of what we're going to get guessed. And we need to guess somewhere. I reckon we're in somewhere this way. Maybe Romania, Bulgaria. Not long left. Poland. So it wasn't a clue. Persian rug was not a clue as to our location. Not very long to draw an image in. But that was Gdynia. I'll label them up after. Anyway. So that's our fantastic first drawing. This might be a indication of what is to come. Perhaps speed digital drawing, digital sketching is something I need to work on a bit harder. But we are going to work on it right now for 3 more minutes. Right, style of buildings and what I can see in front of me. I'm instantly thinking Japan. Looking at the character set, I'd say we were fairly close with that. As to whereabouts in Japan, we're kind of stumped. Maybe northern Japan. gut feeling. We need to find something to draw. A mighty Honda Jazz, my favourite car of all time, is there. If anyone's looking for a car, I'd highly recommend that you go for the Honda Jazz. Right, let's try a building. Let's try simplifying down this. Right, we've got 2 minutes remaining. Let's try and find ourselves a good base colour. Then we can literally just throw down. We go a bit bigger on the brush. And throw down this colour. It's the front of our building. We can throw down a darker colour. It's the side of our building. We don't have that much time to worry about our occupancy levels or anything like that. Opacity levels rather. And so we're going to bring in a darker colour, try and get this roof in. Only a little roof, so we might need to bring the eraser in there. A bit bigger again. Let's bring it in like that. Make this a bit bigger. And then we're going to come down like that. And then can we colour pick? Can't colour pick. I need to set up my hotkeys. We want this colour so we can get the front edge of this in. Definitely not the cleanest geosketching I've ever done, but a good bit of fun nonetheless. Alright, and then we're going to need this other darker colour again to come across this way so we can show where the roof is there, or we can get the roof on top. 40 seconds remaining. Can we get an indication of a balcony in? This is a very stressful way to work. And then an indication of the roof on this side. But we've ended up with something that, despite all the flaws, at least resembles somewhat building. I'm fairly happy with that. And we are going to quickly make a guess. Oh, that's not long to make a guess. North Japan. Sort of up on this coast. Nope, central Japan. Right in. I thought we were more coastal than that. Well, there we go. We made a guess. We were wrong. We already got the right country. We'll accept right country when you've only got 3 minutes working in a medium that very much is, I wouldn't say slowing me down, just it takes me that little bit longer for my brain to engage before we begin drawing. But believe it or not, this is with a little bit of a warm up and a little bit of practice. Although on my practice, I was giving myself significantly longer per round, more like I do on my live streams every Sunday. Let's do this. Okay, so jumping in straight away, it's looking like Africa. Encanasa. Dot. Oh, I can't make out what the extension is. I'm thinking this could be Kenya. Possibly. I think that's what we're going to go for, and we need to find something that's hopefully relatively simple to maybe draw. Do we try a very quick sketch of a person? It's an interesting looking fella. He shall do. Right, so I'm thinking Kenya for this one. Right, so we're going to try and get down a very simple. Got some ears coming out. And then a neck coming down like this. And we've got an arm down here. A hand coming down onto a cane, which is coming down in this direction. We can shorten that later on when we can. So just looking at the basic shapes we've got in play. Not trying to add too much detail. Not trying to go too far. We've got dark brown shoes on. So we can use the same colour for that. One here and then one kind of back a bit. Further back than that. Or is this cane just at the wrong angle? Could be either. But we'll knock it back anyway. And then we're going to need ourselves some light blue on a light blue background, so that's going to be interesting. And we've got quite a baggy set of trousers coming up here. Coming across, coming down. Yeah, that cane is in the wrong shot altogether, so we're going to obliterate that cane out of existence for now. We'll come back to that. We'll bring this down like this. We'll bring in some red. We've got 40 seconds remaining. We'll bring in, get a little bit of darker shading in for his collar here, and then bring it down here. Down this way, down this way, down this way. Bring the shading in on this side, just to give it a little bit of depth. Bit of shading down here, just where the darkness is. And then very quickly, if we can, we'll bring in a cane that comes more down like this and make this big, make this very opaque, and try and get in a little bit of person shadow. And then 2 seconds remaining. Oh god. Where were we? Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to wait to the end. I have no idea where we were. Right, we're jumping into our next round. Oh, that was a misclick. Right, Glez in Kelio. It's got a little accent above the Z. That indicates somewhere, but I struggling to think where. Concrete pillars. Right. They're not the style that you find in Hungary. Yes, I am the kind of sad person that now knows, thanks to watching and playing many hours of this game, that can differentiate some countries by the type of... Right, we need to find something to draw. Type of telegraph poles. Maybe we stick with a telegraph pole, because that... In fact, no, what is this building? This looks fantastic. Let's draw that. Right. Panic. Trying to keep calm and... Right, that'll do us. We don't really have much choice to do anything else, so we're going to take a brick red. We're going to get the start of this building. I'd love to know what this building actually is. Some sort of grain store, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. But maybe we can find out at the end of the round. Maybe it'll tell us. Or maybe someone out there can identify what this kind of a building is. Initially I would think maybe a windmill or something like that, but it doesn't have the rotating top. So that makes me think perhaps it's something like a grain store with the wooden section on top. But more importantly, luckily for this geosketching adventure, it's a very basic shape. You look at it, it's just a basic shape. But it does have these, looks like windows, maybe vents in them. So we'll try and hint at those. Oh, I'm really annoyed. I want to know where that last round was. I want to know where you were from, sir. We need to find ourselves a really light colour here. Oh, that's not going to show through very well. That'll do us. To show this building in the background if we can, just very quickly. And then also some building over here and a mast coming up. And that mast is part white, part red. So as time's coming on, we're getting quicker and quicker at these sketches. And we're starting to get things that are starting to resemble a little bit more what we're actually seeing. We need to come in with a much darker green than that if we want to try and get a little bit of scenery in and around all this. And I think that's going to be pretty much us. Oh god, we've got to guess. I didn't have time to get to Europe. I was going to head up for Poland, Belarus, but we were in Lithuania. Okay, so I need to get quicker. Last round. Center yourself. Breathe, everybody. Find my position for my drawing first. It's the little things. The preparation. Where are we going to put it? We're going to put it here. And then we can rejig them around if we need to get them onto a nice little page after. But the main thing is, we're down to our last round. We're going to limber up. We're going to have a little hydrate. We're going to get ready. We're going to do this. We're going to get a good guess in. We're going to click on that map. I would have been happy just landing it in Europe, the pin. Anywhere in Europe would have been better than it auto-guessing somewhere off the Gulf of Guinea. Bad form, bad geosketching. Good, we are recording, so I put out my failures as well as my successes on this channel, so you can see that now. And let's go. Round 5. USA. I'm guessing it looks very patriotic. Christmas decorations? Patriotic. Christmas decorations. Okay, no sort of real snowy autumnal, so maybe Southern America. We need to find something to draw. Let me try drawing a car. This is not something that... how can that go wrong at all? Something that simple, detailed? I don't know. Oh, that's not a very dark... Why am I undoing? Why am I undoing when I can just paint over? Right, so we need to try and get the basic shape in. So we'll get a nice big brush. Car coming forward like this. Car coming up like this. Cab of the truck. Okay, we're starting to get something forming there. This is going to be a hectic round. We need to move over a little bit. So more just thinking here of how I can make... I'm extending this shape. I'm not particularly looking at the truck thinking I need to get it bang on. This needs to be a bit further back though. No, it doesn't. It's fine. We'll make it a short back. And then we can bring it around. We can bring this arch around here. We can bring this across. This is not looking like that. I said that we were going to focus. I said that we were going to get the best GeoSketchr of the session. And I think, unless anyone out there is doing it along with me and wants to post it on social media to prove that they're better than me, I'm going to say that this is not bad. What can you do? What can you do in 3 minutes on a digital format or on a traditional format if you don't have digital available to you? But I mean, you can get nowadays on most phones, you can get apps that'll let you draw with your finger. Always worth a go. Something new, something different. And then we're going to quickly try and bring in some steely blue. And then we need to get some really dark. 31 seconds remaining. Oh, we can get a little bit of drop shadow in there, surely. This might be a really bad mistake. So a little bit of drop shadow, just like that. It's nothing special. It's not the best drawing. It's not going to win any design awards. But it is a GeoSketch. 5 sketches in under 20 minutes. I was thinking possibly over this way, sort of Georgia, South Carolina. I'm not quite sure why I'm thinking that. I think the trees that I saw were kind of made me think of up towards New York and around that way. So I was thinking East Coast rather than West Coast, less piney, more deciduous. We've got a badge. 500 pins on the map. This account is growing in age, growing in practice. Now, that wasn't a bad guess. We were a north-south divide away, and got a somewhat serviceable sketch out of it. Very big sketch at the moment, but let's quickly, just while we're still on, we need to find out where that gentleman's from as well, don't we? Quick. Dance around with Leonardo software. We can maybe make that look a little bit more car-like if we stretch it right. No, maybe not. Can't polish everything to look good, can you? But we can move it just so we can get it all onto one screen. Not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought from the heat of battle. View the summary. The Africa one. Oh, we were in Kenya. I said Kenya. I'm sure I did. Did I say Kenya? Yes, I think I did. I think I did say Kenya. We were we would have been on a pretty good score with that one. And then this was the one where we didn't get the click down. I was just about getting over Kazakhstan, and the round ended. I was coming up for the Poland, Belarus, Lithuania area. Trying to remember now which drawing this was. I believe it was this grain tower. It was. And the thing that sort of gave me that kind of northeast Europe was that little accent on the Z. I knew it was somewhere up there that it gets used. There's probably other places too, but if I'm looking for a European country and that appears, that's the first thought I think of. We were in Oblaye. Oblaye. Go see this place. I want to know what it is. Maybe I'll have to make a trip sometime. Would you like to see that? Would you like to see me drive out into the wilds of Lithuania, where there doesn't seem to be much else around here? Strange, mysterious tower. A very nicely kept garden and greenhouse. But I'm going to stop looking at random maps on the internet and babbling on as I do. Isn't that the whole point of this video? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for joining this first ever timed geosketching session. I've done geosketching on digital a couple of other times, but always with a very loose timer, just getting used to how the Leonardo software that I use works. But all in all, it came out okay. What do you think? Have you got a favourite drawing out of the 5? Will you let me know? I think I personally quite like this building that's going on here. It's got something about it. This could have been nice if it was a little bit sort of more fixed in. This person, yeah, we kind of got there. But all in all, this building here is jumping out as my all-time favourite of the lot. So thank you very much for joining us. There will be more geosketching twice a week, every week. And live streaming on a Sunday if you're interested in that. It really helps if you like and comment down below. Share it with your friends if you think you've got friends who might be interested in it. And let's grow a little community of geosketchers. There's a subreddit over on Reddit where you can come and post your things. You can find me on most social medias. I'm thinking of setting up a Discord if that's something that people are interested in, where we can just babble on, chat about geography, chat about history, chat about the world, chat about pugs if that's what you're interested in, anything you like. You let me know. If you want that, I'll set it up.